Fierce ladies, welcome to the Moms in Real Estate podcast, where we unleash our unapologetic power to share the raw truth of our journeys. Brace yourself for a dose of empowerment, education, and encouragement like never before. I'm Kristen, a relentless entrepreneur obsessed with connecting and uplifting fellow boss babes. In this podcast, we're all about getting down to business, conquering motherhood, nurturing relationships, and so much more. Get ready to dive into the nitty-gritty, embrace the hustle, and unravel the secrets of success in the world of real estate. We're here to ignite your fire, equip you with the knowledge, and unleash your limitless potential. Tune in as we redefine what it means to be a true boss babe. Welcome, listeners of the Moms in Real Estate podcast. Today, we have the wonderful Brittany Halloran from St. Paul, Minnesota, joining us, formerly a wedding planner, and she embraced the world of real estate during the uncertainties of the pandemic. How crazy. Now, she's a top realtor with a top team, and she finds joy in helping clients while eagerly awaiting the arrival of her baby girl, who's soon due in September. Let's dive into her inspiring journey and value and insights in this episode. Hey girl, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, and I'm very happy to be able to interview you today. I've been so excited about this.
Oh, well, I'm pumped to be on, so thank you so much.
Yes, you guys. So Brittany is, I know you already got the intro, but she is pregnant and at the end of her pregnancy as we're recording this with her first baby. And I'm so excited because I feel like, we have so many moms in real estate on our podcast, and sometimes we bring them in before they have their baby. And we want to hear about what's your business look like right now and how are you preparing and all those fun things. So let's start today by just tell everybody a little bit about why did you get into real estate?
Yeah, so I got into real estate. I'm in my third year. So I come from the wedding and event world. That's what I've done my whole career. I owned a wedding planning business, and I still do a little bit of sales, dabbling in that. But and then moved to the home and garden show, event producer that puts on those big events. And then COVID hit. So my whole world was events up until real estate. And I grew up in a household where there's always projects going on. I grew up in a farmhouse, and that needed renovations. And so I always was very intrigued by the housing industry in general, and just used to contractors in and out of our house, my mom giving my stepdad design ideas, all the things. So the home industry has always been something that's been appealing to me. And so then when I got laid off from my full-time event job, I was like, all right, what am I going to do now? And getting licensed just seemed like the timing finally lined up. So,
yes. I love that. How has being in the wedding planning industry helped you in real estate? Because I know there's probably got to be so many cool takeaways from that career into your real estate business.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just love people and really just getting to know them. I found, finding a house for someone is a bigger financial and emotional decision than even a wedding is, but a wedding is very stressful and a lot of moving parts, but then it kind of has helped me just be a better agent, I think, now, really just trying to help manage emotions. And because it's such a big decision. And I think seeing that part of it, just really being able to meet clients where they're at and get to know them and what they're looking for. It's kind of similar to, on a way bigger scale, obviously, but budget, is super important in wedding planning, and finding their dream venue. What do you like? What don't you like? What areas are you looking in? Things like that. And so I don't know, there's been real estate has just been a bigger jump because this is your everyday life all the time versus one day. But
do you sometimes feel like, you've been working with people running with high emotions all of your career? What do you do to kind of calm them down through these hard times or these stressful times?
Yeah, I try to always, really just be a grounding presence as much as I can, and just really help them try to see the big picture. Like for a wedding, like, this is about you and your person. And for the housing side, it's like really, I truly believe that every client lands where they're supposed to be. And in this wild market where things are going fast and all of that, it sounds cliche and cheesy, but just like you will be where you're meant to be. And I truly believe that. And so just really trying to stay calm and educate clients and really just give them like a grounding, let them have the information and then digest and process that. But just really, being that presence, but then also mixing that with being straightforward and honest and giving them all the info that they need.
I love that. So tell me, you getting your real estate license, what did it look like in the beginning and kind of how has it progressed? Did you get on a team? Were you mentored? How has it looked for you?
Yeah, so like I said, it was kind of something that was always in the back of my mind to get licensed, but I had no idea where to start. And then I found some old coworkers that were actually also in the wedding industry that had transferred full-time into real estate, and I just got coffee with them and picked their brain, and then just thankfully got connected to an amazing mentor who I'm on a team now. I was started as her buyer's agent and now have transferred doing listings as well, and it's been a whirlwind. I just kind of, I was the first member on her team and I've just been really helping create systems, which has been awesome. But I'm just so thankful for that experience because she's been in the industry for over 10 years now and just really trying to, figure out what works in her business and try to figure that out for mine and what that looks like. So I decided to join a team right away just for the mentorship part of it. And knowing I was getting married at that time too. And so I think I got married and then a few months later got licensed, and it was just a lot of life changes. And I felt like I wanted that mentorship and like stability with having a team and being able to collaborate with them. So that's kind of where I'm at now.
How many people are on the team with you now?
So there's 2 of us that are out actively selling, and then we have a director of operations on our team too, which has been helping with systems and helping my state of mind too as a soon-to-be mom. Like
I was gonna say those people are important for you right now.
Yes,
always,
vital.
But extra important right now.
Yeah. So that's kind of my plan, is to help the team grow for now and kind of see what happens. But
yeah, so how have you been planning for when the baby comes?
Hi, it's Barbara with your tax coach, and we love helping entrepreneurs save money on their taxes. Here's a quick tax tip. Improvements to your property, whether it's your personal residence or an investment property, helps increase what's called your basis, and it will help you pay less in taxes when you sell the property. So don't forget to always improve your properties. For more info, follow us on Instagram at Your Tax Coach or go to our website, yourtaxcoach.com.
Yeah, that's a good question.
You're like, I don't know.
It's really truly for me been being like kind of that planner personality. I can like overthink, and I try to just take just like any like big event or thing, that milestone that's happening in your life, like just trying to really stay grounded and do things that I know feel good in like not only my personal life but my business, and just setting myself up. I know that, the actions you do today, you're going to see 30 days from now. And so just really trying to stay in that mindset and help set myself up for success so that I can soak in all the moments when baby gets here.
Mm-hmm.
But that looks like, listening to my body and doing things, self-care that I know make me feel good that way, because then I show up better for my clients, whether that's yoga or meditation or going to my church, like all those things. But then also in my business, just doing my lead gen and following up and hosting open houses and doing all the things that I know will help me.
What has been your biggest lead sources in your business?
Yeah, I would say, honestly, I have a really great sphere that has been super supportive. referrals have been, I kind of have a set group of other small businesses that are owned by women. I started a woman networking group just in my local area,
I love
where
that.
it's kind of a variety of different women. And because I was told a lot of agents jump into like BNIs or pay for, networking groups, and that just didn't really seem like my style. So I decided to start my own. And so I think there's 7 of us in a group right now. And we're all over as far as industry
What do you guys
types go.
when you guys network together, like, is it something that do you guys mastermind once a month? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, so we actually meet every week, every Thursday morning, and each of us kind of takes a business topic. The first thing that we do is we go around and just say highs and lows in our business, what's working, what's not working, and then we have a calendar of topics that we talk about each week. So like today we talked about email marketing. Thanks to some of your ideas too that were on
I'm
your
so excited.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Or like we have speakers come in. We had a financial planner come in and talk to us. We were just really like, I think owning your own business can feel really lonely sometimes. And so it's just been really cool to get to know, and now I consider them friends too, but just get to know these women's businesses and then also help each other.
Yeah, it's so important. I think that's so awesome to hear because I love doing that kind of stuff. But as a new agent, sometimes you're told so much that you need to do open houses, door knocking, cold calling, sphere. Those are like the main pillars that are pushed on you. And there are so many other ways to go and meet people. And all you're looking for is a way to open a door to be in relationship with somebody. And so creating a group of women that you guys are like consistently showing up with each other and you're helping each other in your business is such a great way for you to open doors into new relationships with people, on a regular basis. I just love it.
Yeah, it's been really special. I think we've been doing it now for about 2 years. And
do you guys have a name?
We're just Women Supporting Women group right now. We haven't gotten super creative with that, but yeah, it's been really life-giving too. So
that's good.
That's probably one of my biggest referral sources is those girls, just because we have built that trust and we know that, if a client comes for whichever industry we might be a part of, like they will treat that person as if it were their own, which is kind of cool. So
thank you for sharing that. So tell me, what have been some of your biggest victories as far as building this business goes?
Yeah, I would say I just love like getting to know my clients, and like I had mentioned this before, but just really helping them see the potential that they have, like whether that's like wealth building or just what home ownership can bring them. For instance, we had a closing this week that was a single dad who left in tears after the closing because he just didn't think that he would ever be able to, buy a house for him and his kids. And it was just like the most life-giving thing. So to me, like, it's not necessarily even about like production numbers or hitting sales goals and that kind of thing. Like that's great, but it's more like those relationships and just like how excited his little boy was. Like there's a park across the street and he was just so jazzed about it. And that is what keeps me going. And like what gets me excited is like just really, no matter if you're getting married or getting divorced or maybe you're downsizing or there was a death in the family or whatever it is, like really just building those relationships and being able to help them. And he was just so thankful. So I would say my biggest victory is just, those relationships that
chasing more of those type of, relationships and transactions. Like you want to go and have that feeling recreated. You're not chasing like leadership boards or whatever. You just want more of those moments, which would put you on those.
Right, exactly.
So tell us a little bit about your husband and your dog.
Yeah. So my husband's name is John. We met about 5-6 years ago. He works for local city. It's about 20 minutes from where we live, in the Parks and Recs department. His hours are very structured, and he's a Army vet, so he is very the stability to my chaos, I guess I like to say.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know, he's very level-headed and pretty much everything he does, and I love him a lot. We've been married since 2020. So we got married in the middle of COVID, which was wild, but yeah, and it was something. And then we got our dog. We adopted our dog a little bit after that. So we have a black lab Australian shepherd mix. That is our world, but soon we'll have a reality check.
That sounds like such a cute mix.
It is. He's good. He's a good boy. He's looks like a mini black lab. So it's fun.
I love finding good dog mixes. I swear, I'm like such a dog person. When I'm one of those annoying people that if I see you and you're, walking a dog, I have to go talk to the dog before I talk to the owner. I hate that I do that. I'm like, why can't I talk to the owner first? Like, I will ask if I can pet the dog, but then it's all about the dog.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, dog people are my people.
And honestly, like getting a dog before you have a baby, it is such a good idea because it does really put like this responsibility on you and your husband's life. And although it's not necessarily the same, there are a lot of similarities.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I like to say that it was maybe like a little bit of a prep for us. So
totally was a prep. I had a baby prep dog too. And it was, I'm so thankful I had that experience because I was
What kind?
I got a pit bull at first. Yeah. And he was my baby. But I just think about how like wild I was and I didn't have any responsibility outside of like going to work. And for me, it was like I had somebody that was like relying on me for the first, and I'm like, so that was big for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they teach you a lot.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
It's nice when you come home from a stressful day of work too or something and they're just so happy to see you and they love you all the time no matter what's going on. So
my oldest son is 8 and every night my dog Stella, she sleeps with him, and I was talking to him last night because she was like all over in his bed and I was like, isn't it the coolest thing to have like a dog that loves you this much? Like you get home and you're just like, there's nothing better than the way they look at you and wag their tail. You're like, it's the best.
Oh, it's so sweet.
It is.
I was telling one of my friends the other day, I was like, I just love my dog so much. I can't even comprehend how much I'm going to love this kid.
Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah,
it's totally different, but
it's so true. It's so true. Well, I have loved having you on. I would love for you to tell, if you could, to close it out, I would love for you to give advice to somebody that's getting into real estate that kind of doesn't know if they want to, and they want to know, what would be like your number one piece of advice to somebody that's brand new?
Yeah, I would say finding your why, like why you're getting into it, number one, because I think on Instagram or social media or whatever it is, sometimes it can look super glamorous or selling sunset or whatever. And it's hard work, but it's so fulfilling. And so I think number one, just why are you doing it? And then number two, just go all in and, stay true to yourself, and the right clients will find you when you put yourself out there and, set yourself up with steps to be successful. But just stay true to yourself throughout the process too.
Is there anyone that kind of motivates you or inspires you that's, a celebrity or somebody that's, an influencer or something that you're like, they kind of keep me going?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. I just love women who are, badasses that are just like killing, like I know we talk about in this generation, like balance and stuff. It sounds silly, but I love country music, and
me too.
Carrie Underwood, for some reason, like she always just like, I feel like she's just very true to herself and her brand no matter what. And she's also a mom and a wife, and open about her faith and all of that. And I think it's really cool to see someone that's like a celeb that stays true to herself all the time.
Yeah.
And is also killing it. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. I don't follow her. I mean, obviously, I know who she is and obviously
Yeah.
listen to her music, but I have no clue what's going on. So I need to follow her on
Yeah.
Instagram
Check her out.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, bye.
Hi, it's Barbara with your tax coach, and we love helping entrepreneurs save money on their taxes. Here's a quick tax tip. If you're a real estate agent and host client appreciation parties at your house, did you know that your business can actually pay you rent personally for up to 14 days per year, and it's completely tax-free to you, and it's a huge business deduction on your business that can save you thousands of dollars in taxes. For more info, follow us on Instagram at Your Tax Coach or go to our website, yourtaxcoach.com.